All right, guys. You're wondering, I'm staring like a pot of soup. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything, wherever you are this very moment, listening to me and seeing me. I'm excited, super excited. Yes, I started with coffee today, and I'm gonna, sorry, how are you? Yes, I need to do that. I need to ask. I'm not being rhetorical about that. You know that. Each time I come into this space, I call it my happy place, and I know you're there listening. So it gives me this joy that you're there. This is the space where we come in to lean on one another's experience to forge a positive path. And I've come with some level of positivity today. Coffee is my thing, which you know already. But a good coffee, I'm not talking about coffee today, but I just want to start with that. A good coffee must have this froth. See it? If it doesn't have this froth, it's not a good coffee. It's not a good coffee. That's what I'm telling you. I don't want to call any brand now, but I'm just telling you, it must have this froth. So, a minute, let me take a sip. So good. So good. It gives you this cool feeling. It brings your senses alive. Sensitivity. Spare me. Sorry. You're only seeing it virtually. You imagine if you can be part of it. Okay. Let me take the froth a little. Oh. It's not ice cream, but it looks like that, Abby. But yeah, let me take another froth. Yes. Enough. Before somebody will pass through the screen now and give me a bell hug or a choke or something. So something happened today. And it reminded me of that saying, the Boy Scout saying, be prepared. Things just happen and life happens and takes you, quote unquote, unaware. And you come out like, what do I do? I'm not going to give you the details of what happened. And I was like, okay, how do I respond? How do I? And I had to take a deep breath. Yeah, I know I've shared it before on the show. The way to respond, the way I have learned to respond to issues in life, disappointments or whatever. 2 ways. Who are you? And whose are you? Who are you? And whose are you? So it has helped me this period. So when things happen to me, I ask myself that question, who are you? And whose are you? If you can answer these 2 questions, don't worry, life will always answer to you. So I was communicating with a friend this morning. Yes, I'm going to read something and we'll pick it up from there. I was communicating with a friend on certain issues, and I just said, okay, let me say this to him in preparation. So many times, a good number of us run off without listening. Let us look to the future without compromising the past, knowing that the present will always be here with us. I wrote it, we're talking, I just like, okay, how do I respond to this person? So a lot more times we forget. We want to make decisions, we want to and all that. No. Look to the future without compromising the past, knowing that the present will be here with us forever. Yes. So you want to make that decision. Don't forget the past. I don't say you should dwell in the past, but don't forget the past. But don't compromise the future either. Don't. Just like Jesus said, if this cup, I wish this cup would pass me by. But nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. So he understood the future. And on the basis of that, he had to take the Father's will. He didn't compromise the future. Neither did he forget the past. As in, he didn't compromise it. All right, so I saw something today. Or was it today? No, it wasn't today. It was 2 nights ago or last night. PK, a lot of us know him. Kunle Shorion is one person whose mind is a mine. If you sat under him before, you will understand what I mean. People like Kunle Shorion, Fela Durotoye, Lanre Olushola. I call them catalysts. When you sit with them for a few minutes, your whole being changes. Literally, your whole being. Everything that you thought you knew changes. And now you begin to pursue things differently. So I saw something he wrote. I think he gave an interview. We've been meaning to call him here to come and share with us. Hopefully he will soon, sooner than you know. So he gave this explanation. I'm going to read it out, then we'll pick up certain elements from what he has said. In middle school science, what I was taught about matter, that's M-A-T-T-E-R, is basically that it is anything that has weight and occupies space. I had to navigate adulthood to realize this definition is deeply poor. Imagine you challenging Newton's laws. Just imagine that. Part of my clarity, which I learned in deep misery, is the truth that most humans actually live in the prison of matter. The ownership of things, because people are so poor, all they have is money. I grew to understand that poor billionaires exist. Is that an irony? A rich fool. So languishing in the pettiness and smallness of having plenty outside and nothing inside. In a world obsessed with symbols of success, labels, possessions, titles, we often forget the existence itself does not drive its credibility from things, but from meaning. Those who miss this weighty idea will forever be in a hustle mode. I've never liked that word, hustling. It connotes savagery. Boy, will they go hustle? Sorry guys, that's pidgin English. Hustling connotes savagery to me, like survival of the fittest. The jungle comes alive to eat you. So we often forget that the existence does not, okay, we've passed that. Where did we stop? The weighty idea will forever be the hustle mode, chasing reflections of worth all their life and never experiencing true worth. Having a lot of money in the process, yet lacking meaning. Meaning in this sense is the intrinsic alignment of one's existence with a purpose beyond mere survival and accumulation. I told you. Beyond survival or accumulation. It is the substance that transcends fleeting validations, anchoring a person in a reality that is not dictated by external forces. There's something I always tell people. If you ask me this question, why do you do what you do? I don't seek external validation. I've said it before here when my wife was with me on the set. I play for the audience of the one. You see this breath I have in me? That is the audacity I have to live. I don't owe you any explanation. I owe the one who gave me the breath my submission and loyalty. So why do you do what you do? The breath in me gives me the audacity. And you know one thing? The breath in you has no color, has no tribe. You can even say it has no limits. It has no geography. Yes. So I always say that it is a substance that transcends fleeting validations, anchoring a person in a reality that is not dictated by external forces, but by an internal coherence of values, purpose, and depth. We've talked about these things on the show over and over again. A meaning is sure not a trophy to be acquired. It is not about having or owning, but the state of being. You know, we've said it before on the show. Your being drives your doing. We are not human doings. We are human beings. Our doing should be a product of our being. But not until you discover who you are, you will be a doing, not a being. You want validation, you want labels, you want and all of that. No. And Jesus began. That's what scripture says. He began to what? He didn't preach before doing. He became. He was a being. So before he started preaching, he had been practicing what? So, like the mother said to them, whatever he tells you to do, do it. That's a statement of not fact alone, conviction. She has seen him. That wasn't the first time Jesus was turning water into wine, in my opinion. For his mother to tell them, whatever he tells you, do it. That's a statement of truth beyond fact. So spiritually defined, evolving narrative that shapes one's actions, relationships, and legacy. It is what remains when titles fade, possessions decay, and recognition dissolves. Like I always say, within the corporate space, it's not about position, occupation. No, it's not. It's about accepting responsibility. Like you know, we fight over promotions and all of that. It's an occupation mindset. You just want to occupy. You just want to sit on a seat and be called a manager. Do you know what it means to manage? The art and science of balancing nature's gifts or giftings and materials to produce those tangible effects. So it is beyond occupation. So I know now that the entities who define their existence from within, carving purpose beyond the material, sooner or later ascends beyond struggle into scale. They know the external world is so fickle. It elevates today and abandons tomorrow. I like that poetic interplay. To define strength from the outside in is to hand over your soul to forces indifferent to its death. So deep. True power begins in the unseen, the conviction, the clarity, the unwavering alignment of one's being with something beyond possession. From this place, even a whisper moves a mountain. That's real faith. Never forget that those who build their identity upon things will forever be vulnerable to their loss. I fear nothing. I own nothing. And I am. Eye, Asha, Eye. Yes, I just gave you a Hebrew word. I felt I should share this with you. For those of us who are caught in the trap of rat racing, acquisition, acquiring, and building, and all of that, you must understand, who are you? You know, Moses' experience revealed a lot when he asked God, who should I say sent me? And God introduced himself. Eye, Asha, Eye. Oh, you didn't know the meaning of this before now. Minister Dunsin always uses the word Asha. And so some of us now, we fancy the way he says it. I think he caught that revelation. Eye, Asha, Eye. Simply, I am that I am. That's a powerful statement. And Moses understood it instantly. So he went out there and he was telling Pharaoh, if you only know the person that sent me, you won't be asking all these questions. You will just submit immediately. You won't. Because the one I met, his introduction precedes him. So that is where we should operate from. I am. I did a song in Project April. I am because he is. Go listen to it. It will bless you. So it will bless you. That song came from that same revelation. So how do I navigate through life? How do I go through life? How do I become? You must first of all know who you are. Eye, Asha, Eye. Imagine you, yes, you listening to me, being known beyond the four walls of your geography. I'm not talking about being known in the US. I'm not talking about being known in Canada. I'm not talking about being known in the UK or being known in China. I'm talking about being known beyond the four walls of this world, that the celestials, they know you. Just the way the 7 sons of Sceva, when they went to deal with that demon, and they said, who are you? Look at how they said it. Jesus we know. Paul we know. Who are you? That is to say, even beyond the clouds, Paul was known. You can describe him as a prince whose principality has been established because he sat with the Father in heavenly places. He has taken his seat. He sits in Eye, Asha, Eye. Guys, this is what I came to tell you today. Who are you? Like the old British English would say it. Who be you? who are you? If you know who you are, when you discover who you are, the whole world can come crumbling. It doesn't move you because you know who you are. And from who you are, you can reorder the world around you. Not to bore you, I hope this blessed is a blessing to you as it is to me. All right, guys, I need to run now, but don't fail to follow us. There's a lot. Yes, we are there on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and yes, we have a YouTube channel. Have you subscribed? Hit that notification button. Go ahead, subscribe. There's a lot from this space that will bless you so much. Till I come your way again, my name is Amachree Isoboye.